Good afternoon, guys, and welcome to Storyteller's Corner. And welcome. We've got some good news and some bad news. Now, we're going back to the adventures of young Davy Toff. This is chapter 15, The Choice That Holds, and this will be the final chapter. And after that, we'll have the epilogue tomorrow. What happens to Davy Toff and Eliza? So, but don't worry, guys. The good news is we're going to have another story. I don't know what yet, but it's going to be a surprise. So, stay tuned for that, guys. So let's read The Adventure of Young Davy Toff, chapter 15, The Choice That Holds. The fog thickened until even the black gull seemed like a memory. Davy stood at the bow, the medallion cold against his chest. The watchers formed in a silent circle around the ship. The sea was glass smooth, reflecting nothing. The elder watcher raised her staff. Once sealed, the tide will never fully answer you again. You will feel lost. You will feel small. Davy looked down at his hands. He thought of Portsmouth and of his mother folding laundry by candlelight, and of the first time Eliza smiled at him without suspicion of fear, and laughter and scraped knees and warm bread. I don't want to be endless, he said softly. I want to be real. He unclasped the medallion. For a heartbeat, the sea surged. Waves rose around him, towering shapes, forming faces in water, ancient, vast, and hungry. Stay, whispered the deep. Eliza stepped forward, voice steady through her hands shook. Davy, you're enough. That's all it took. Davy placed the medallion into the elder's outstretched palm. I choose limits, he said. I choose people, and I choose now. The watchers began to chant, not loud, but deep, vibrating through bone and tide. Symbols flared across the medallion, then dimmed, locking it into fixed shape. The sea screamed once, then silent. A shockwave rippled outward, wind returned, gulls cried. The world felt heavy again, in the best possible way. Davy collapsed to his knees, gasping. Eliza caught him, laughing and crying at once. The elder watcher returned the medallion. It is sealed, she said. You will sense the sea, but never command it. You will walk its edge, not rule its depth. Davy held the medallion. It was just metal now, cold and ordinary. Perfect. Captain Crow removed his hat. You've done what every legend failed to do, he said quietly. You chose to stay human. The fog began to lift. The watches faded back into myth. And for the first time since the adventure began, the sea no longer felt like it owned Davy Toff. It felt like home. So join me tomorrow, guys. It's going to be chapter 16. And it's called The Voyage, where Davy sails home back to Portsmouth. So there we go, guys. It's going to be the last chapter tomorrow. Never mind. We're going to have another story on Saturday. We'll start another Saturday. But until then, guys, remember we've got Topsy Tickle Town tonight, chapter 43, The Door That Learned Too Much. So we'll see. Maybe we'll continue with Davy Toff and Eliza in a separate story. I don't know, or we could have a new one. I'll let you guys decide. Would you like to keep Davy Toff and Eliza into a new story, or would you like a brand new story? Let me know in the comments, guys. And we might leave this till Monday, actually, because we're going to have to make a story on over the weekend. So let me know. Tomorrow's the final chapter, Davy Toff and Eliza. Let me know if you want to keep reading about them in another story, or shall we move on to a brand new story. So let me know, guys. Until then, have a very lovely day, and thank you for joining me in Storyteller's Corner. Bye bye now. Stay blessed.